Hello everyone, my name is Game for Pulp. Welcome back to the Inizicraft Server channel. Today I'm going to be going through a brief tutorial on how to use our Big Doors plugin. If you don't know, Big Doors is a plugin that we have on the server that allows you to create interactive structures that open and close with different methods depending on what you're looking for. And so today I'm going to be going over the 4 types of big doors that you can use and a quick tutorial on how to do a beginner level bridge or beginner level structure and a little bit more of an advanced structure as well. So to start, if you want to create any of the 4 door types, you enter the command BDM. When you do that, it'll bring up a user face like this, and there are 4 types of structure that you can use to open. The first is a drawbridge, the second is a door, the third is a portcullis, and the fourth is a sliding door. So what we're going to be going through first is the drawbridge process. All 4 of the processes start the same way, but we're going to be doing the drawbridge because I have not yet claimed it. So this is going to be the same process for any door you create. So when you want to create a new drawbridge, you click New Drawbridge, and then it's going to give you this thing in the bottom here. So the next thing you're going to have to do for each of the 4 doors is enter the command name door, and then whatever you want the door to be named. So we're going to name this test bridge. After you enter this command, you're going to be given a stick. This is the big door tool. You use this to select your opening or closing object. So you're going to go to one corner and then the other corner. Both times it's a left click. And there you go, that's created. Now for the drawbridge and for the door, you have to do one additional step, and that's select the pivot point of the bridge. So for the bridge, you want to select in the middle, right there, and now the bridge has been successfully made. So if we go back to the BDM menu, you see our bridge is here now. You can select bridge, and then with the little lever, you can toggle to open and close the bridge. When the bridge is moving, or any of these objects are moving, the objects themselves become invisible. So make sure you're not standing in it while it opens or closes, because when it gets to the final point, it's going to become hard again, and then you're going to get suffocated in the block. If you want to add buttons so that anybody can use these what you can do is add a source block. So gold is always the power block for the Big Doors plugin. So you want to place down a block like this, and then you're going to open up the BDM menu again, go to Test Bridge, and then relocate power block. You're going to be given the same stick, and you're going to smack it with the stick, and now when you right click, same thing is going to happen. So it's a cool little feature for drawbridges. Unfortunately, you can only select one high, so if I had a railing here or something like that, the railing wouldn't be able to move. It does go through objects, but that is something to keep in mind when you're doing a project like this, is that you would probably be best off to do slabs underneath so that there's a little bit of a lip. Because you can only move at this point, you can only move one layer at a time. So that is a basic overview of how to use the Big Doors plugin. It's the same process for pretty much every single item, and all your stuff is accessed through the BDM menu where you pull up this over here. The only other thing that you can do is you can set the door to auto close after you select it. But first we're going to close the door, otherwise it's not going to work. So we're going to close the door. And then the command to change the time is set auto close time, and then whatever time you want. So here we're going to do 5 seconds. So it's going to go like this. Then it's going to give you time for your boat to pass under the bridge. So once it's full, we're going to go. All right, there we go. So now we're in our pretend boat. We're going under. We get through, and now it auto closes rather than you having to select the closing button. Or not. At least it should have. Maybe I did something wrong here. Let's try again. So we're closing the bridge. Oh, it might be the other way around here, actually. This might be technically opening the bridge. I'm not sure. So the bridge is closing. Bridge is now closed. We walk across. And now in theory, if I did this correctly, it should open. There we go. And then it automatically opens after 5 seconds. So that's a way to auto close or auto open your bridge or any other object. Like I said, they all work the same. So we're going to just turn that off so that I can set auto close time. And we'll just do a negative to reset it so that it no longer closes automatically. We'll give that a close. And then we'll move on to the next more advanced options. So when we go over to spawn, I've set up a couple doors that work the same way. So the doors, I'm not going to show the selection process for all of them, but I am going to showcase all the different things you can do with this plugin. So with the doors plugin, I basically selected this corner here and this corner here, and then selected this corner as the pivot point of the door. So when you click the little button here, that's the pressure plate. That's not the door closes like that. And then I made the door here on the other side. Now something you can do if you wish is to select the same block as the power source for multiple doors. And so if you wanted to do that, what would happen is basically that both doors would open. Oh no, you can't do that. Never mind. I lied. So you can't do that. I thought you were able to, but that's okay. And the source block has to be a gold block, otherwise it won't work. So that's something to keep in mind as well. But that's really that for the doors themselves. And then there's two other cool little things you can do. That's unfortunate that you can't do two things on the same button, because then you'd be able to sort of open multiple things at once. But we're going to fly over here. The next thing we're going to look at is the Portcullis. So the Portcullis is a cool little thing that basically is like a door that opens vertically, so like a garage door. So this is something you could use in houses really to really get some cool effects on garage doors on sort of realistic modern houses. So something you could do as well with this is like something I have set up here. So I have this normal looking cave face, nothing around it, no gold source block, because that's going to be the big thing, right? If you're trying to make a secret base, people are going to be looking for your gold source block. That's going to be the obvious exposure on how to get in. So if you don't want to do that, then what you can do is something like this, where I've hidden the gold source block. So you go over here, you select it, and then you come on down, and this opens vertically, as you can see here. So this is going to open vertically. It's going to stop up in there, and then you can enter your secret base over here. And then I set the door to automatically close within 10 seconds. So we're going to just wait for that countdown, and then I made it a little bit longer in case you were a little bit farther away, and then the door is going to close, and then there you go. So right now you can only have one source block, or one power block per door. But what you can do is if you want to have two power blocks, like an in button and an out button, then you can do a second selection on the same door frame. So I made two, if you look at the BDM menu, I made two selections right here with the same ID, so the same area. And so when you click this button, it's going to open the same way. And the cool thing about that is that if you wanted to have different timings, you can do that with this method. So this interior button is only going to give you 3 seconds to exit, because you're going to be right by the door, whereas that one's going to give you 10. So that's a little bit different of a thing you can do to really spice up your town. And then the last thing we're going to look at is the gate. And we're going to look at the gate. We're going to actually have to go to Toronto, and it's raining here, of course. So we're going to fly over to our gate area and take a look at a little gate that I've constructed for the Toronto project, just to add a little bit of spice to the project. And then that'll be all 4 of the different methods that you can use for the Big Doors plugin. And all of them are quite unique and work in different ways. So this is a sliding door technically, but you can use it as a gate. And so you come over here and you see I have this little sort of construction zone entry area set up. So when you roll up here, looks like a normal construction zone. And then what you can do, and to bring some life to your project, is you can just sort of set up a gate or a sliding door similar to this, hit the toggle button, and then there your sliding door goes. And then again, I can do the same thing here, where I can set up an exit button and make the same spacing on the gate to click it, and then it would close the gate as well. So that's really everything. I hope you guys found this helpful tutorial. If it wasn't helpful and you have any further questions on how to use the plugin, be sure to let me know either in our community Discord or in the comments down below. And if you're new to the channel and you haven't joined the server, you can check out our Towny server. The IP is inizicraft.net. It's always in the description of all our videos. But that is everything. Thank you guys very much for watching. This has been an Inizicraft server video where I go over the Big Doors plugin. My name is GameFruitPulp, and I'll catch you guys all next time. Have a good one.